Tell me about your book baby over here, The
My
Rising.
baby.
Yeah.
My baby.
Yeah, it looks like you're holding
It's
a
my
baby.
new baby. It's a different baby because Caitlin, here's the thing. Caitlin Strong's all grown up now, so I needed a new
Yeah.
baby. And I got this wonderful opportunity to co-write a book with a huge New York Times bestselling author and this year's Thriller Master,
Yeah.
Heather Graham. How great is that?
That's
What
great.
opportunities like that do not grow on trees.
No.
You know, it's like I've never been a New York Times bestselling author. So if I can't do it on my own, I will do it on someone else's coattails.
Yeah.
And you know, we did this book, 50-50 as far as the workload and the collaboration, and it was a blast. And here's the interesting thing. Heather's a romantic suspense author, and I'm a hardcore thriller writer. Neither one of us had ever done YA. Neither one of us had ever done
this is
science
YA.
This is YA crossover, and this is in the sense, and this is the new definition of what this book is. When you have young characters in an adult book, it's young adult, but it's adult, so it's young adult crossover. For a while they called it new adult, and that didn't work because no one knew where to put it in a bookstore.
Right.
So this will be in the adult section of a bookstore, but it's a young adult book.
Right, because it's young adult characters.
Exactly. Two high school seniors are the only two people who can save the world. One of whom learns very early in the book that he's actually an alien and was smuggled onto this planet in preparation for the war that's coming. Because only Alex has the secret that can save humanity. But he doesn't know where the secret is, and he doesn't know what the secret is. So this book, the first in the series, because it's the first in the series, so
this will be a series?
Oh yes, we're going to do at least two more, and probably far, far more than that.
Oh, that's exciting.
And we'll explore a lot more of what's going on, because you don't find out everything in this book, but you will find out a lot. But the whole quest is to uncover what is the means that can stop the alien invasion or win the war against who's coming.
Oh. Now, how did you and Heather write together? Was it all remotely, or would you actually get together?
No, I think that writers need to be in their box.
Yeah, you need to be sitting at your desk. We need to be in our
box alone, and I know in television it doesn't work that way, sometimes in screenwriting. I would write a block of pages, send them to Heather, she would polish them up, rewrite them, and send them back to me. And then I would do the same, then write more pages. She would write more, and I'd do the same to her. And we just kept going like that. But here's the thing. It's the hardest part of creating a book, especially when you're going to be co-authoring, is agreeing on what you're writing. So it's really the outlining, the conceptual outline, the 2-page summary, the 3-page summary of what you're going to be doing. Once you outline that, once you have that, it's just filling in the blanks. Now, the great thing about working with Heather is she brings an entirely different perspective to writing something like this. Now, let me give you an example. I wanted to make Samantha's parents very anti-science, very conservative, very religious, serious. And she's secretly working at NASA, where she's an intern in the book, because it's very heavy in science and hopefully will be supported by NASA. Heather said, no, that's boring. That's dry. Let's make them modern day hippies, and they're growing medical marijuana in the backyard. And it came out so much better. It's a little levity, it's a little lightness. Sam now drives an old Volkswagen Bug, And the great thing about this book and this series is the reason it happened is because Tor, my publisher, first off, Heather is very close with my publisher, Tom Doherty, has always wanted to do a book there, even though she's a monumental success with Harlequin. Tor signed a deal with NASA to do a series of books like this to restore the interest in kids in NASA and the space program. So the idea is NASA will promote the books in schools. That's why the YA theme is so important.
Oh, okay.
So NASA vets the science, and I made some doozies. We made some mistakes scientifically, but we fixed them. So the book is a real good sci-fi tale about this looming alien invasion. But the other thing is, it's also a great metaphor in so many different ways about growing up, in the sense that Alex is named Alex Chin. He's a superstar football player, homecoming kid type high school boy who was actually raised by Chinese immigrant parents. So we switched the paradigm. And the idea is his parents were legal aliens who emigrated to America.
Right.
He finds out he's the ultimate illegal alien. Because I believe that all books that are, the more a book means something, the more fun and relevant it is. So this is a book that captures a lot of today's issues with xenophobia and prejudice and racism in a different kind of way. And I think that makes it a little more important.
Yeah. And how will the promotion for the book work with co-authorship?
Heather is a far bigger name than I am. And that's not a slight on me. I'm not bad, but I mean, it's not bad to be silver when you're comparing yourself to gold.
Right.
And I'll settle for bronze. So I think the bulk of the marketing is going to be aimed toward Heather's audience and toward building out an entirely new audience in addition to my audience. So we're trying to build on both our audiences while expanding both our audiences because it's such a new thing and it's such an accessible topic. The other thing that's exciting for me is it's getting real big book bestseller treatment. So it's kind of like it's an amazing opportunity because at some point in your career as a writer, you wonder if you're ever going to get a chance anymore. Have you lost all your shots at the brass ring?
Yeah.
And what this series, and it's not just a book, it's a series, so we can build out on it.
Right.
What this series has done is it's given me another shot at the brass ring, and it's kind of like I got it in my hand. Because the question isn't in my mind if the book is going to be successful. The question is how successful it's going to be, and I can't wait to start writing the second one.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and it's just been a wonderful experience, and it is a really good book. Takes place in 2 days. The whole book is like one long chase scene. The setting is San Francisco, which is so cool. The climax is Alcatraz. Underneath Alcatraz, there's a Civil War fort, but there's something else underneath Alcatraz.
Oh.
And
let's not give too much away, though.
That's as much as I'm going to say. To find out any more, you got to buy The Rising.
Well, thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.